Good evening, everybody. Everyone, did you notice what I have on today? My ensemble does not match at all, y'all. But I had to put on my Christmas vest again. You know, all the festival, all this festivities. The snowman here, a snowman there, and there, and there. I got 4 snowmans on the shirt. Wait a minute, is it more? Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. I got four snowmen. And the reason I put it back on today, y'all, is because my shirt is so freaking wrinkled that I wasn't about to earn it. Because I think the shirt goes pretty much, goes with these pants okay. But you wouldn't know I had those pants on unless I showed them to you. But I just could. I said I got to do something to conceal some of these wrinkles. It's a shame to say it, y'all, but it's true. At least I'm an honest Injun. Just call me whoever it was that cut down the cherry tree. I think it was George Washington. Just call me George Washington. Or is it Honest Abe? I don't know. I think I had that question before. Was it George Washington that chopped down the cherry tree? Or was it Abraham Lincoln? If not Abraham Lincoln, why did they call him Honest Abe? And somebody said it's George Washington that cut down that cherry tree. Well, I don't know, y'all. I'm not gonna ponder about that right now. The only thing I'm going to ponder about is the 20th. But no, wait a minute. What I'm getting ready to say now. Wait a minute. Hold on now before I get it twisted. Today is the 22nd day of the Vlogmas. Yes, it is. Three, y'all. 3. 1, 2, 3 more days until Christmas. Hey, y'all are almost there. You're almost there. And I am definitely done because my granddaughter finally came by and got her little, something. There's a possibility that I might have one more. I gotta call my granddaughter and see if she can, stop by to deliver for me. And so that's the only thing that's on my one more person, one more. And today also, which is December the 22nd, is my nephew's birthday. His name is Anthony. I'm not going to say his whole name, but his name is Anthony. And hello, Anthony, if you watch my videos, which I doubt it, happy birthday. Great big old shout out to my Anthony. Yes. And so, you know what? I didn't know it was his birthday until I called my sister. Well, actually, my sister called me. I said, now, something else supposed to happen December the 22nd. And I'm on the phone talking to my daughter, and my sister called it. Well, actually, when she called me, it was, sort of some disturbing news. I don't know if, I know y'all probably don't remember this, but a long time ago, I was out riding on my scooter, and I said, let me stop and say hi to my friend. And that was the friend, that just passed away. And just like I said, when I was talking about those birds, I said something is about to go down. And that's exactly what happened. And she was a friend since I was 15, 16 years old. Yeah, she used to live right down the street from me when I lived on before I moved here. I lived in the same complex as I said before. About 1, 2, 3. She's about 3 blocks from where I live now, because this whole complex, it's a big complex right here. But I moved closer to the front, what they call the front. And I just found out that she went on to be, with her maker. But anyway, y'all, so I've been kind of saddened about that. The reason I was sad about it is because I had said I was going to go to see her. I was going to stop by and see her. And that's what made me sad. The same thing with my cousin. I kept saying, I'm going to see my cousin. I can ride to her house on my scooter, even though her distance was a lot longer, further than this distance. But my scooter will take me 18 miles on a full charge. So you can figure that. Go figure. I can get maybe I can't get to New York because New York is like 72 miles. We're about 72 miles from New York City. So I can't get to New York City. But I certainly could, it's where I'm living right now. I could get to Walmart. That's where I want to go anyway, Walmart. And, but my day started off kind of crazy because on my calendar, right, wait a minute, right here, we're supposed to have picked up a food box. And the food truck never showed up. I don't think. If it did, I missed it. Because I went over there this morning. I took my trash out. And I said, well, okay, let me go over here and see if the food truck has been. And I called the lady up, and she wanted to know, where you live at? Where do I live? What do you mean, where I live? Is the food truck coming or not? She said she didn't know. She said because, she's the RSP, whatever they call it, people. I forgot what they call the one. She's the coordinator anyway for the, what do you call it, for the citizens. I forgot exactly what that I forgot exactly what it stands for. But anyway, she, handles the things that, for the citizens, the seniors. Things like if there's going to be a bingo game or there's going to be a dinner, refreshments, or maybe somebody's coming over to talk about insurance, stuff like that. Little different things that seniors might, be interested in. And so I called her, and so she says, well, they didn't call me yet. And so being that I live right across the street, all I got to do is look out my window because I was already dressed. As I jumped up out of the bed, I was late getting up because I think it was something after 9. And so I jumped up out of the bed. I looked outside. I could see if there was a truck out there. No truck. And so when I went to take my garbage out, I took my garbage out on my little buzz around. And after I went to the dumpster, I just drove right back. I drove over to the office. And guess what? I get to the office. Ain't nobody at the front desk, the receptionist. Talking about ring the bell for help or something like that, for assistance. I forgot exactly what. I said, well, wow. That was first time. That was my first ever go to the office and they said ring the bell. But I could hear, I got access. I gained access to the office, the waiting room. And the reception is behind a glass. There's a glass right over there where she is. That she's got to receive the patrons. And so I could hear somebody talking in the back. And the bell goes off, like a something that makes that when you open the door, they know somebody's out there. And so I stood there for a minute or two. I said, I ain't waiting. I said, ain't nothing happening over here. And then I looked in the community room, that's right across the street from me. I could see the community room actually from across the street from me. So I said, well, let me go home and call. And that's what she told me when I called. So my day started off kind of strange, I would say. But, I got through it. I got over it and everything like that. And I had me some, what did I have for breakfast? I had some Rice Krispies cereal because I hadn't had breakfast because I woke up late. It was after, so I had to take my medication. So I ate me some Rice Krispies. They was good. Matter of fact, there was a box of cereal that I had got from the food truck before. That's why I had went. I went over there. I said, okay, I'm going to see if they got any more of this Rice Krispies. Because sometimes they give you a whole bunch of stuff, you don't even want it. You really don't. Because, first of all, you don't like it. Like I got some, what was it, kidney beans. I don't like kidney beans. I like black-eyed peas a little bit. But mostly I like the lima beans. I like lima beans, green beans, peas, stuff like that. And so they gave us some of that the last time. I got like 3 cans of that kidney bean and canned spinach. I ain't never had canned spinach before. But I said, well, I might try the spinach, the canned spinach, and see how it is and everything. But they give you plenty, give you a great big old box of food. So that's why I went, because there are some things in there that I like. But I only had one box. That was my very first time I ever went over there. Because usually I don't go. I don't really go. But last month I did go because, Thanksgiving was coming up. I thought, well, hey, there might be some goodies in this box. So that's why I went over there to get the box. And then they give you this block of cheese. I don't know if y'all remember, years ago there was government, like a government cheese. Now, I hope that people that are listening to this video will realize this is what's happening. The government is giving out stuff. Yeah, right over here, especially to the elderly. If you live in the elderly building, or you are elderly and you're living in an elderly community, or something like that, these things are available to you. I mean, if you want them, which I don't think I'm going to go get anymore because, like I said, you get quite a few things. But then there are some things that you want. And so, I don't think, they're supposed to come, let's see, they are supposed to come once a month, I think it is. Wait a minute. Once a month. I don't know why I'm telling you. Wait a minute, twice a month. Every 2 weeks. But why did it come today? I didn't know. No. I'm wrong. Once a month. I was right the first time. It's once a month. Once a month, y'all. So don't get your hopes too high up there. And I'm getting ready to have me some rice and some steak and some gravy. And wish y'all could have some. But that steak was pretty good. Except today, when I warmed up some, I had, this is what I had made last night. And I warmed it up today in the microwave. And the steak got kind of tough. I said, the microwave make this stuff tough? Because, I can't chew that stuff with that tough steak like that. And so then I took it out and, I actually took it and put it back on top of the stove in a frying pan and heated it up that way. It came out pretty good. I was able to gum it right on. Gum, baby, gum. And so, I'm just not going to let nobody mess around in my mouth and all this COVID and stuff like that there. Hey, just keep on doing what you've been doing. This is what my conscience tells me. We all got a conscience. Your conscience will be your guide. Let your conscience be your guide, y'all. If you get in a situation, something don't feel right, it make the back of your hair on your head, the back of your neck stand up. Something is wrong. And I ain't no psychic, y'all, but I'm just letting you know sometimes we are warned about certain things. And so therefore, and then if you want to let your conscience be your guide now, if you want to go ahead and, do something that ain't right, and if your conscience don't condemn you, the Bible said, neither will I. Let your conscience be your guide. So, that's what I try to do. I try to follow that motto. But most of all, one I like to follow? I like to follow the golden rule. And we all should know what that one is. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I do believe that's the golden rule, y'all. And the 10 Commandments, if you follow them, you all right. You all right. If you could follow those. But you know what? Some people don't have no conscience about nothing. Nothing bothers them. They can go out there and beat somebody in the head and do all these horrible things and not have a conscience. I was looking at, I'm not trying to be so dramatic tonight, y'all, but I was looking at a court case. What was that girl's name? She killed her stepdaughter. It's an old case. I think it was about 2 or 3 years old. Her name was Tiffany Moss. And she got the death penalty for starving or her stepdaughter I think the stepdaughter was 9 or 10 years old or something like that. It's playing on YouTube right now. Well, you can see it on YouTube if you're interested. But she sat there. You know, she was calling herself representing her own self, which was bomb. You don't do that, and you don't know nothing about the law either. And you know the charges against you is murder one, aggravated felony murder. And she thought she gonna represent herself, but she didn't say nothing. Even during the whole, the court, the way I'm understanding it, she didn't say anything. They gave her some paper to look at. She looked at them a little bit. No way she could have read them that way. But anyway, she was sitting there and so nonchalant, like, wow, no emotion. And she had 2 other children by her husband. And her husband, this was her husband's child from a previous relationship. I don't know if he was married again, married before or not, but it was a previous relationship that he had the daughter, and the mother of that child had given him custody, turned over her parental rights to him, and then he married her, and they had 2 children, I think, together, and she starved that child, starved her to death. The husband was going to work, coming home every day, and he allowed it to happen. That's why he got life. But she got the death penalty. And even when they read out the death penalty, this girl didn't hardly even blink an eye. She just sat there and looked, just like this. I said, Dad, nabbit, I've been up there crying, hollering, begging, Your Honor, please, please. Shoot, when I went to jail that time, I went overnight one time. I'm up in there crying. I had the domestic violence, y'all. I ain't committed no crime. I ain't beat nobody in the head or doing nothing. This is between me and my ex-husband. And so I'm crying like a baby wanting his mama. How in the world could she sit there like that? And they just announced your death sentence and your death date. I think she only had like 30 days to live after that. That's why I said I got to look this up on Google. I got to Google this to see if they actually, she was in, I think it was Texas. And they say they don't play in Texas, baby. When you going death penalty, you getting out of there. Everybody going to take care of you, your 5 and 6, 30 years waiting for they going to put you to sleep, honey. And yes, as soon as in a way of speaking, why do they do that? Why they carry on these things, year after year and just drawing it out longer and longer and longer. Meantime, back at the ranch, your loved one has been gone on. He's passed. And this person gets to live while they keep, putting it off. You got another, oh my goodness. So I don't know, I'm not judging. Not me, because I'm not a judge. And I'm not any kind of judge. I'm just trying to say, the only thing I'm saying is, if you're going to do it, what are you waiting for? Follow the ordinance of the land. That's the laws. Follow the laws of the land. Why you keep delaying it? And, the taxpayers got to feed you all these people up in, and all these years and years and years. And then by the time they do get to their death sentence, my goodness, they're old. They're like, what? Because even after they're sentenced, they still live another, about 15, 20 years after that? I don't think, like I said, I ain't gonna judge. I'm gonna leave that alone, y'all. Let's get on a happy subject. Let's put on a happy face. I don't have anything to discuss tonight, y'all, unless y'all want to talk about the snowman. Do you want to know the snowman? I think this one is is this the one? Yeah, with the top hat. I like him. I like him better. And I like him. Well, no, I like the snowman. But I can tell you one thing, it's hot. And he'll sit up here with the snowman on and the hat and all this stuff. My heat is not even on. I think the temperature here is, I don't know, let's see. What is the temperature? It's warm, I can tell you that. Because by my house, I would have my curtain, my sheet up there to the door and everything. Oh, it ain't that cold tonight. Matter of fact, it was pretty nice today, except the fact that the wind was kind of breezy. Because like I said, I did go out early this morning, and it wasn't even cold then. I didn't even put my gloves on or nothing. I started to take a run downtown because my great-grandson, he went down south. I got to have a drink of water, y'all. He went down south. His uncle came to pick him up. My grandson is his uncle, which makes me his great-grandmother. And he left his, what do you call that thing? This thing right here that you see right here. Well, he's 11 years old, and he has one of these. Oculus, that's it. Yeah, and so he left that, and then he wants somebody to mail it to him. Excuse you? Huh? You want us to do what? But see, the thing is, he spent the night, at my house. Him, my grandson, and my granddaughter, they stayed overnight. Matter of fact, that's why they came up here to pick him up. They usually pick him up for the holiday, so they came to pick him up. And he wanted to play with this thing. I keep forgetting the name of it. Oculus. I got to think for a minute before I say it. Oculus. And so he had it in the car. It was in the car already. But he wanted to play it with my other grandson. They were on the phone together or something. I don't know if the phone or the I think it was the phone. And so they would play it together. And it's fun to watch, while they're doing it. They're doing this and they, doing all this stuff. And it's good exercise, too. It really is. And so he had told his uncle to bring his Oculus in the house so he could play with it while he was here. So they spent the night here, and when they got up the next day, drove right on off and left his Oculus right here in my house. But, see, they left when I was asleep. If I had been up, I would have been awake. I would have, remembered it. So I don't know if my daughter's gonna take it, send it back or not. He won't get it. It'll be a while before he get it. But he's gonna be down there until I think a couple of weeks. And I know his uncle ain't up. Oh Lord, you know what? How time flies when we're. Oh shoot. Okay, what the world happened to my... Look at that. That's why I couldn't screw it there. Oh, my God. How time flies when we're doing the Vlogmas, y'all. 22nd day of the Vlogmas. 3 more days to go. But then there's yet more to come. I promise you I will have a better, less depressing Vlogmas for you tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. And when Thursday comes, believe me, I'm going to be ready. I might even wear a dress again, y'all. I've been thinking about that dress again. I ain't going to wear that red one. No. I'll wear another one. I might even put on my fishnets. Got them from Amazon about 2 or 3 years ago. But I did wear a pair of the fishnets. I went to my cousin's funeral, and I had on a pair of and they actually come all the way up. And even then, I was a little bit heavier than, I had started to lose weight, but I was a little bit heavier than I am right now. And they came all the way up. Fishnet pantyhose. And I said, wow, these things fit real good. But I ain't crazy about the way some of them are styled. I think it was like 6 pair in there for like $25 or something like that. I forgot what it was. But anyway, I did wear 1 pair to my cousin's funeral. You know, because they had the open weave. Like, I don't think any of them are fully closed. I forgot now. But the pair that I wore was sort of open weave, but not real wide open weave. You know what I mean? But anyway, I might wear some fishnet stockings, y'all, just before Christmas. Just before I get all snuggled and nestled up there in my bed. I wish I could play Silent Night by the Temptations, but you know, you don't want to be messing around with YouTube, community. You don't want to mess with the YT. But I could probably do it and, you know, wouldn't nothing happen to me because I ain't monetized anyhow. But I ain't gonna do it, y'all. I ain't gonna try to do that. But anyway, I go with love. Have a good evening, everyone.